Hi guys, I'm Lori.
I'm David.
And this is Mermaid and Jedi Adventures. Today on Mermaid and Jedi Adventures, we're going to be talking about our favorite sounds of Disney. Now I know that's a little bit vague, but essentially what we mean is we're not talking about songs. We're not talking about like full songs or musical productions they put on Disney, but we're talking about maybe the bits of music, the sound effects, and the general sort of noises from some of the attractions or in the parks that we really enjoy and sort of give us that Disney feeling and make us feel like we're home. So the first one.
The first one is Hermé market noise.
Yeah.
They have kind of like some kind of drums going on, and
yeah, they have
those are a few things, kind of thing.
Music or drums or just singing and dancing out in the marketplace. The next thing that we enjoy is, I can't remember what it's called now.
It's basically from Splash Mountain.
How Do You Do? It's the song's called How Do You Do from Splash Mountain. And you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. Da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. Well, for some reason, every time we go through, the lyric is actually, how do you come on pretty good as sure as you're born? For some reason, I always hear it pretty good, show me your bum. I don't know why I hear that every time. I hope I'm not the only person who hears that. Maybe now that I've said this, when you go on the ride, you're going to hear it in your head over and over again. But it took me a while to like, what the heck are they saying? That's not what they're saying. So I finally looked it up, and that's the actual lyrics is. Sure as you're born, but show us your bum is kind of, it sounds the same. So I knew that couldn't be possibly what they were saying, but I also couldn't quite figure out what the heck they were actually saying.
Yes.
So every time I go on that, I sort of giggle to myself because I'm like, what the heck is this?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Our next one is kind of a little bit more, I guess, normal than show us your bum. It's Dame Judi Dench in the Spaceship Earth.
Yes. Just her voice.
Yeah.
It's just, that's the English voice, so that is the voice that we hear when we go through and talking about all of Spaceship Earth. Also, we enjoy the wildest ride in the wilderness.
Yeah.
At the very beginning, that sort of gets you excited. You know, you're about to go on the wildest ride in the wilderness. You're about to take off on Big Thunder Mountain.
Yep, our next one is kind of the People Mover.
Yes.
The People Mover is, as we've always said, is Lori's favorite ride.
Yes.
There's lots of things going on in the People Mover. You can, basically just the sounds of kind of Tomorrowland, and there's also that Paging Tom Morrow kind of thing, which is kind of hilarious. And then
just little bits and pieces, and even like Stitch laughing and talking about the different parts of Tomorrowland that sort of the narrator talks when you're going through everything. It's just, and also the like the noise that the actual machine, the actual ride makes on the tracks is a very peaceful noise to me.
Mm-hmm. All right, our next one is the Citizens of Hollywood and Hollywood Studios. They're kind of like they're kind of just going around and doing plays and acts and shows kind of thing throughout the day, and it's like randomly we'll just kind of show up and bring up, volunteers and things.
Yeah. And next thing is the Grim Grinning Ghost song in the cemetery of the Haunted Mansion ride. I kind of like all of the Haunted Mansion noises.
Yeah.
The guy that's trying to get out of the coffin. I like the ballroom scene, the music in the ballroom scene. I like the ghost bride there when she's talking in the attic. But I definitely like that the singing and dancing ghost in the graveyard the most.
Now our next one is the Space Mountain. There's kind of like a startup noise kind of thing when you're just starting up the ride. They're kind of like in that too, and it kind of lights up.
Pew, 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 pew.
Yep, and that's kind of like.
But more intense.
Yeah, and then it kind of like as you're going through the ride, there's kind of some kind of noises as well, kind of thing of like, going shoosh noises kind of thing, and kind of.
I think it's like comets or like you're whizzing by stuff, and it's the noise actually. If you're in the People Mover, and when you go through the dark part of Space Mountain, you can kind of hear those noises too. I don't know why it makes me think it's like the noises of space.
Yeah.
Like comets and things whizzing past you.
Yep, that's good sounds.
So the next thing is the Walt Disney Railroad. I couldn't narrow it down to one noise. Like, I like the noise of the train,
It's the train, the steam whistle.
the
The old timey
tracks.
guy saying, "Oh, I'll be
Yeah.
happy to stay on my train," kind of thing, instead of going to the Tomorrowland or
Yeah.
we're coming up to Adventureland, and he kind of like announces each land. That's interesting as well.
Exactly. I like the ticking of the Morse code, like the telegraph noises. That's actually Walt Disney's speech. Is it the Adventureland or
Yeah.
Frontierland station there? So I really like. If I had to pick a second favorite thing to the People Mover, it would probably be the railroad for me. And just honorable mention here before we get to our last thing, I'd also like to include the Disneyland Railroad. The Disneyland Railroad is definitely a much shorter trip, and it's a little bit different than Walt Disney World. Walt Disney World kind of goes onto the outskirts. Disneyland's Railroad is very much inside. And one of the things when you're going from, I think it's when you're going from Main Street USA Station into like the, is it Port Orleans? New Orleans Square in Disneyland? Oh, it's by the Haunted Mansion. There's a train station. It's been a while since we've been to Disneyland. You go through this tunnel, and it's like an old westy type song, and then it goes randomly into like the land of the dinosaurs with some very intense music. I love that because it's kind of weird. It doesn't really make any sense why the dinosaurs would be there. I don't understand, but there's some very intense music, and there's some older animatronic dinosaurs in there as well, so I also appreciate that.
Yeah.
And then our last thing,
is
maybe our favorite.
is Pirates of the Caribbean. It's kind of hard to say almost the whole ride. It's like lots of sounds, and it kind of that's most of the attraction. It's the sounds.
Yes.
One of our favorite parts is We Want to Redhead.
Yes.
I think we always kind of like that, and then I think the song at the end that kind of sing.
Mm-hmm. The actual yo ho yo ho, that's Captain Jack Sparrow is singing. I also like sort of like the crackly noises when that town's on fire.
Yeah.
And I like the smell too, but that's something different. That should be another video. Disneyland. Oh, that should be another favorite Disneyland smells. We all know we all have favorite Disneyland smells. That fake fire smell, especially the one that's in Spaceship Earth, one of my faves. That's totally off of topic here, but so those are our favorite Disney sounds. I like them so much that I actually have downloaded some Disney sounds, general atmosphere, and I'd like to listen to YouTube videos that people just have like a camera with really good audio set up somewhere on Main Street or somewhere near down by the castle, just to hear like the noises of Disney World, like Magic Kingdom and the different parks. So what are some of your favorite noises? Never thought I'd be asking that question, but it's a thing. I really do enjoy the sounds of Disney. So let us know below, comment below what your favorite noises are. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you liked the video today. We put out new videos every Friday. Until we talk to you next time, take care.
Take care.